It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. How often have you heard that quote? Well, me, I completely live by it. I have undertaken so many destinations purely for the journey. And today was one such day where I embarked on another destination purely for the journey. Want to know what I'm talking about? Well, let's drive straight in. Very rainy day. Well, since the rain is not letting up currently, we decided to pull over and we are hungry. So my dear friend Seema has come with such lovely breakfast today. So everything is homemade by her. And there you have it, some lovely parathas. Wow, that really hits the spot on a rainy day like this. I mean, sitting in the middle of a forest and of course the rain trickling down. I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's absolutely amazing. This looks good. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I just stopped in the middle of nowhere because there's no signs of the rain letting up. Even now there's a fine drizzle. So I went on a very long drive. I've just been driving through the forest and honestly I couldn't stop and vlog anywhere because it's been pouring and now it's come down to a drizzle. So now en route I'm just stopping at whatever points I can find. And I think sometimes, you just need to go off the regular road and go without a plan. And I think that's what I'm loving so much about my trip today is that I'm just randomly stopping at places, picking wildflowers, stopping at little puddles like this and little waterfalls kind of. So yeah, and I think just the greenery is so beautiful. It's so soothing to the eyes. And even though I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vlog and actually show you all, or whether I'm going to be able to even make the trek down to the lake, depending on the weather conditions. But for now, I'm just going with the flow and honestly, I'm loving it. I know I'm not able to show too much, but I'm having a lovely day and that's what, this whole trip is about. So let's see, I'm heading on my way back after taking a very long drive all the way till the other end of the highway on that side. So now that the rain has eased off, I'm kind of driving back towards the MIDC dam and let's see. Yeah, we have some locals joining us in the frame. So let's see, how it goes. Just going with the flow. with the flow. So that's the road going back towards MIDC, and here I've just found a fork in the road which I don't know where it leads, but let's just go and find out. I like to go exploring, so let's see what's up here. Looks like a lovely drive. We are still in the middle of the forest. Driving into the forest. The place is beautiful. It's just green. It is so lush. I mean, honestly, guys, if you can make this trip in the monsoon, nothing like it. But it's supposed to be like, I've heard that this place is green year round, but this time of the year is something else. I think I'm coming into some little village, or I don't know what it is, but let's see. A lot of the houses in this village seem to be of mud. Looking at their homes, you realize that people live with such simplicity. You don't need that much. Really sustainable homes. These are all the Adivasis and tribal people. I mean, just look at this. Just have some few chickens and I just passed the village and I don't know where I'm headed. I'm just driving and look what I just spotted here. That guy there. This lady was so sweet. She invited me into her house and look at their house. I mean, the walls are plastered and made out of bamboo, mud and cow dung. So in the winter months it keeps them warm and in the summer months it's cooling. I mean, these are like sustainable homes. I've seen houses like these, but it's nice to see them again and not so far from Mumbai city. The simplicity with which they live is, so sustainable. I mean, that's all I can say. Eco-friendly homes. There's no power right now, but this is their kitchen. just a few things, and that is the mud chula and water. Guess what this is? It's a little basket here. I mean, I didn't know what it was till I found out from these people just now. And it's meant for the chickens. This is where they come and sit and lay the eggs. I mean, how innovative is that?
आमच्याकडून घ्या ना, तुमच्याकडून नाही घेणार. नाही.
पण किती लांब, किती टाइम लागतो जायला? 15 मिनिटं. चला बघूया, आम्ही एक चक्कर मारून येतो. चला, धन्यवाद, आभारी. थँक्यू, मला घर दाखवलंय तुमचं. And these are the kind of rafts. I saw some few more up ahead. This is what the villagers use to go across. So I found the lake, but not the spot where generally people go. It's because I went off the road, came through the village, and I was turning and going back when I just went into that family and met them. And they told me about this place, that the lake is just up ahead. So I drove down and parked my car just a little ahead. And what can I say? I mean, it looks beautiful, but the sad thing is all these families here have been displaced. I mean, I just had a chat with that family there, and I had also read about this place, and I got to know that over 8,000 people have been displaced because a few years ago they decided to increase the height of the dam. And you can see here at the back there's another house completely submerged. And the family that I was talking to, they moved from here just last year because of the flooding problem and the water levels going up now. They were forced to leave, and sadly they are still awaiting getting their land because there were some things, I mean, I don't know the technicalities and what was involved, but they were supposed to get exact amount of land based on what they are having over here. And that still hasn't happened, so they've just gone ahead and built their houses and moved. They were forced to leave. So it's very sad, I think, because of we need water. This entire region, the population has been increasing, the water needs have been increased, and it comes at the cost of, the locals here. I mean, the natives, the indigenous people, the Adivasis. And it's very sad. How do we find this balance between our ever-growing population problems, our own needs as city dwellers, and the needs of these poor people who literally live off the land. I mean, they just forage in the forest, they do a little cultivation and farming. I mean, you just saw their homes. They live with such simplicity. Their needs are so little and so basic, but sadly they are paying the price for our needs. I mean, I really don't know when this balance is going to happen, and it's very sad. I mean, it hurts me, it pains me to see this, but what does one do in such a situation? If you have any idea, I would love to hear it in the comments. Maybe you can give me your perspective. And this family, whom I just visited, yeah, they've come. They are a little camera shy. That's the lady who just told me about this place. See, I mean, life is hard. It's not easy. I think we forget how privileged we are as city dwellers, and these people have very little basic needs. काय देणार मला? वरण भात. हा, ते तर माझं एकदम आवडीचं जेवण आहे. Acha. So it seems there are boats over here to cross and go on to the other side where their land is still there. But right now there were no boats. It seems they are on the other side. So when they call out, the sound actually travels because it's so quiet and peaceful. So the boats then come here and take them across. किती बोट आहे? एकच बोट. अच्छा. So there's just one boat to ferry the villagers across. Muskan! Muskan is very shy. When you actually come into such places, you know, बोलते हैं ना, नज़रिया बदल जाता है. Your whole perspective changes. This is a spot which is just after the main dam, where there are lots of places where you can grab something to eat. There are a lot of stalls back here. There are some restaurants and there are even a few hotels around. So you can get something to eat, and I think people also come and stay here. I mean, I don't know much about that, but it seems there are some resorts around where a lot of bird watchers also come here, because the best time to go bird watching is early in the morning. I finally made it to the dam, and now the weather has cleared up. It's a very, very fine drizzle, but mostly clear. And look how beautiful it looks. So there are a few people around now. When I passed here in the morning, there was literally nobody because it was pouring cats and dogs. And now you can get a full view of the dam, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's on the river, of course. But yeah, enjoy the views. I just spotted some coramandels up there in the water, and this place is a bird watcher's paradise. I mean, of course it's monsoon right now, so you can't see as many birds, but yeah, I mean, I spotted some kingfishers around here. So this is the bridge where you have the dam on one side, and let me show you the other side. In the morning there was a lady washing clothes out there, and yes, there are the MIDC guards around here, so they are constantly watching this place. And now I can see the signboard up there. It's just up there. It says, yeah, that one. It says MIDC Barvi Dam. I think more than anything else I've enjoyed, of course the views are lovely over here, but the drive through the forest was so amazing. I think even if nothing else, just getting out of the city, going through the lush green forest and enjoying a drive is completely worth the trip. And it's like barely 70 odd kilometers from Mumbai city.
Hello. Hello. Cute little doggo here.
Well, that's it from me. My beautiful drive out of Mumbai and visit to the forest has now come to an end. So it's time for me to head back to Mumbai, and I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment and share this video. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.